Hey everyone, what is going on? Happy Sunday. I hope everyone is relaxing, having a very easygoing day. That is what Sundays are for. That is what Sundays are for me. I do not ever work, or I really try not to work on Sundays. However, this is the one thing that I will be doing on Sundays is this video. But I will say, for a disclaimer, you are going to get a different level of energy from me because I'm not that midweek crazy, hair straight back running as fast as I can. Usually Sunday I'm pretty chill, and that's what you're going to get here. However, I was originally going to send these videos out on Monday, but just thinking of how crazy our Mondays for all of us are, that I thought it's probably better for me to send this on Sunday. And that also gives people a chance to prepare for the week ahead. And maybe if they want to implement the information that I share in this video, it gives people a bit of a head start to do that and to start their week off on the right foot. So that's the purpose. I'm not here to hammer motivation at you on a Sunday. That's not the goal here. It is, I'm hoping you are relaxing. That is an important part of staying healthy mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually. So I do respect that and having a rest day. But I do want to share with you what I want to share today, and then you can do with it what you will. But in the case you want to implement it, it will give you the opportunity to set yourself up for a successful week ahead. To start this video series, I want to share with you one of the most important life lessons that I've ever learned in my life. And everything that I'm going to be sharing in these videos are things that have directly transformed my own life and things that have brought me the absolute most value in my life. So anything that I'm sharing with you are things that I've implemented and have found success. What I want to share with you today, number one, is the idea that our life is made up of our habits. And essentially, our life is this day. So what we are doing on a daily basis and what our habits are is what dictates our life. So what it is, essentially what we are doing on a daily basis, whatever our habits are, whatever our routines are, those build up over time, and that is going to, we are where we are today in our life from the things that we've been doing on a daily basis for the past 5 years. And this idea, there's a couple of fantastic books I highly recommend. I don't know if I have them here. Atomic Habits is one of them. And there's another one. Oh, The Ripple Effect. So those two books are absolutely fantastic about this idea of creating if we want to create the life we want, it is about what we are doing on a daily basis, the habits that we're creating on a daily basis. And the best way that I have found success in implementing this concept is in a daily routine. And I've talked about in my videos how what I've learned about myself in my self-awareness journey over the past few years is that my default self does not serve me. If I allow myself to, just sleep when I feel like sleeping, if I allow myself to eat what I feel like eating, it is not a healthy place for me to live. So I have found one of the best things, or probably the best thing for me in my life, has been to create a healthy routine. And that's what I want this first idea to be about, is to share the idea, if you want to take it, is to create a routine in your life that is going to allow you to create healthier habits that are going to allow you to set yourself up for success in your life. Because what we're doing on a daily basis, that the habits we are doing on a daily basis dictates our life, and that is what creates our life. I'll share with you quickly my routine. Some of you watching this who have been following me for a while, I talk about this all the time. That's how passionate I am about this idea. But some of you are new from the book who have received the book, so I will share it here quickly. And you do not have to follow this routine by any means. You can create any routine that works for you in your life. But I think the idea of having structure in our life is super helpful and it's super powerful. And there's some interesting quotes around the idea that discipline creates freedom. You know, we think that we just want to live the life that we just want to do what we want to do all day, every day. That doesn't really create the freedom, because long term, if we really want to reach our goals, it is having that discipline that allows us to do that. And doing things like calendar blocking and time blocking, those things will create more freedom and more time in our lives than if we just kind of live life whimsical. So any routine that works for you, that's totally fine. But I do find a routine extremely helpful in the sense of how we set our lives up. So for me, the number one most important thing, the thing that I prioritize over absolutely everything, is my sleep. I have to get enough sleep. So I build my whole routine based on setting up a proper sleep schedule. For me, I'm an early riser, and not by nature. I force myself to be, because I start my days off better when I get in that mindset. I am a night owl, but I push myself to get up early, and I do feel better when I do. So for me, typically when I'm setting up my daily routine, I'm starting with my sleep schedule, which is going to bed at about 9, sometimes 10, and I'm up at 5 a.m. So however you want to do it, but keep in mind, sleep is probably the most important thing for our health, especially when we sleep. That's a time that our brain cleans itself. So there's a whole, Matthew Walker has a great episode on Joe Rogan about sleep if you want to check that out. There's also Sean Stevenson has an incredible book about sleeping as well. I highly recommend that as well. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, so sleep, number one. Then my schedule is I'm up at 5 a.m. and this is a pretty intense schedule. So like I said, no one has to go by this. If you want to try it, go for it. If you do go for this routine, let me know. If we're on the same time schedule, then we can even help with that motivation and that kind of stuff as well. But essentially, I'm up at 5 a.m. First thing I do, have a glass of water, and I brush my teeth, and I'm out the door. I go for a walk for about an hour. That's where I practice my gratitude, my mantra, and my affirmations for the day. And I also plan my day on that walk. This is typically my meditation. I don't meditate well sitting still. So I find when I'm moving and I slightly distract my brain, it's much more effective for me. So from 5 to 6, I go for my walk. I come back. I have a small breakfast from 6 to 7. Usually watch some like motivational YouTube videos. From 7 to 8, I go to the gym. From 8 to 9, I have breakfast and I shower, and I'm usually starting my day for 9. And then my day just kind of is whatever is in the books for that day. Usually I do kind of the 9 to 5 thing at usually about 4 or 5 o'clock. I try to wind down, slow down a little bit. I cook a dinner. And I just try to, wind down. Essentially, I'll watch a show or just do something chill for a little bit, and then set myself up to go to bed for 9 or 10. And in order for me to go to bed at 9 or 10, I can't just turn off right away. I need that 1 or 2 hours of downtime. So that time is very important. And that routine has really been one of the biggest factors for the success that I have in my life today. So the way that I want to start this whole thing off is I want to encourage all of you to start your week off right, and think about maybe today, spend it as simple as half an hour thinking about how you can set yourself up for success with a daily routine. And keep in mind that those habits, the things that we're doing on a daily basis, is what is going to create our life. And if we have goals that we want to reach, it is important that we take this into consideration and figure out and set ourselves up for success in a way to be able to achieve those goals. So have an awesome week. You will be hearing more from me throughout the week. I'm launching some incredible things this week, which I'll put in the email as well, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.